Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Oh, send me away via subspace. Tap me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hughes. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hughes. That's Joe Hughes.
Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, or at least streaming. I am streaming. Man, it seems like there's a little lag on OBS right now. That might just be me. Is my voice and my lips synchronized generally? This is the setup part of the process, where we test if things are working properly. Setup part of the process. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, welcome Salmon Tulip, welcome Cara Sophia, welcome Salted Gamer, welcome Dane Leon. Dane Leon writes, Joe on a panel, too many games. Joe at dinner at like midnight on Saturday. Joe stream, it's a Joe overload. Yeah, hanging out at too many games with Dane Leon was definitely a fun part of the weekend. YouTube says it's synced, Arctic Blast says it's fine. On their end, welcome Sweeney Dunstan, welcome Ava Miller, welcome Verpitos. I met Verpitos at Too Many Games this weekend as well as his daughter. They were excellent folks to hang out with, both in general and at the panel. So thank you for asking a question at the panel as well. Let's see, welcome to Resens, Tobias, Sarfnik Games, QT Lady as well. That's one quality lady right there. Okay, so welcome Shy Gamer 2001, A Space Odyssey. Let's see. And welcome of the Goats. I think I've greeted everybody except for South Carolina Juris Doctorate. Welcome, South Carolina Juris Doctorate. Always glad to have you. Okay. So, here's what we need to do. We need to take these stairs, and we need to take these blocks, and we need to go work on... What part of that castle is that? The stairwell that connects the bedroom down to the trap chamber thing. Let's see. Welcome, Neftali San Romano. Glad to have you guys today. Boom, we were just working on our Curse of Strahd Castle, Ravenloft Castle. A model of Tracy and Laura's castle from their iconic i6 supplement for Dungeons & Dragons, Castle Ravenloft. I keep forgetting, where's the actual door to this? Okay, here it is. So, we need to, let's just say Ender Pearl down there and sort this out. I got it started, and I realized I'm going to have to start doing some switchbacks and stuff because this wall here can't be broken. Whoops, wrong button. This wall here can't be broken without unforeseen consequences. So we're going to go ahead and grab stone brick stairs. I remember now why I wasn't in here, because I needed to go get literally any more torches. That's why I got out of there. Dang it. What's the fastest way back? Welcome, Luna Lily on RuneScape. We are just getting started now. So, and welcome, Leah Pujoles Espinel. Glad to have you. Verpitos says that his daughter says I'm now her favorite hermit. Well, you know, Python and Will's Night were there. So I'd like to point out that she had the opportunity to meet and judge all three of us side by side, and that was her conclusion. So I should have ended the panel by asking everybody whose favorite hermit is. Not the panelists, but the audience. That would have gone over real smoothly. Oh man, this part of this needs to get done too. And I don't have a shovel for this part of the process, because I thought, why would I need a shovel for this part of the process? So when I said these stairs need a lot of work, like literally, I think I have maybe never walked down them once I started them the first time. Because wow, I should have... Okay, that's a bad sign right there. Yeah, this is definitely the worst spiral staircase in the entire castle. Huh, okay. Hey, Liza M. Liza M writes, Liza Raid. Thank you, Liza. Shout out to Liza. And welcome, Smopalt. And thank you for hosting for your party of 11. I don't know what the opposite of a baker is, but this is like the opposite of a baker's dozen. Are there torches in here? Please tell me there's torches in here. No, of course. Why would there be... Okay. Hey, welcome, Duke. Glad to have you joining us in the Mixer chat as well. Asuma is now auto-hosting me for 19 viewers. Thank you, Sleepin' Asuma, for picking me up, too. Hey, welcome, Pit for Life. Glad to have you. Okay. Did Joe just die? He only has 3 levels. Yeah, pretty much. That's why my armor is all garbage. And why my tools are all iron. Okay, so here's... I needed a shovel and I needed torches. And now I can continue with that build. So that's good. I've done some work cleaning up this whole room here, but... The opposite of a baker would be a refrigerator. A refrigerator's dozen, let's say. Liza M writes, loving the Technicolor cam, Joe. See, when I play in Minecraft, I get distracted because I see myself out of the corner of my eye when I'm flailing around and stuff. But like when I shift the colors, I'm more camouflaged, right? So I don't distract myself as much, and it keeps me in the game, despite being on the camera. So, yes. Also, welcome on YouTube to Zomzom Plays, who writes, I love you so much. And to Slavic Ryakmilotov. Okay, so the opposite would be the consumer of bakery goods. So a glutton's dozen, perhaps, would be the term for 11 people brought in. We'll keep workshopping this, guys. Okay. Welcome, Sweeney Dunstan on Twitch as well. Let's see. Hey, Carl D. Strayhorn, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Well, I am actually not quad streaming. Why? I'm just excited. I love the game Quake so much that if I can use the word quad, I'm gonna work it into conversation. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I've been exercising, running a lot. You should see my quads. You know, even though maybe I really mean my triceps, because no, well, I am streaming though. Because you should try streaming on all of the services. Why not? But we're just going to kind of... This stairwell is supposed to be a precarious, not very often used passage. It's okay if this is a architectural nightmare, because part of the point of this castle as designed is to make it hard for invaders to get around. And so, this is not the grand stairwell for guests. This is like a servants and guards stairwell. So, when... And technically, it was awesome. It was really fun. The panel went well, and about 3 to 4 dozen folks came by the table for autographs and photos. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, too. But, yeah. Those tricep running muscles indeed, you know? You gotta run with your whole body. That's what Forrest Gump was so good at. He put himself 100% into everything he did. You know? That's why he was so good at ping pong. You know? It's not just ping. Everything's give and take. But where were we? Yeah, Python was at Too Many Games Expo with me, as well as Wells Night. It was really fun. And we had a good time meeting some of the very fans that are in this chat. So today I'm working on extending this stairwell to answer Duke's question on Mixer. The panel was not recorded in TD Minnesota, and the reason for that was we didn't think we couldn't patch into the room's audio, and it just basically we didn't have any time to set up because there was another panel in there like that ran long, and so we had 30 to 60 seconds to get into the room and have everybody shuffle in and out, and so yeah, that sort of thing. Verpitos says, I wish Python would have been chattier. Python's always kind of shy, and yeah, sorry if it seems like I was talking too much during the panel, but I was kind of, I do a lot of these things, and sometimes it helps to have somebody kind of keep things moving. But like, you'll notice that I did repeatedly be like, even if the question was for wells, I might then take it and adapt it and re-ask it to, well, Python, how, you know, does that apply to this part of your work as well, or something like that? Because yeah, like, yeah, Python definitely is a very interesting guy, and that's one of the greatest parts of the weekend for me was how much I did get to hear from him. So I understand you feeling that way, Verpitos. Python, quality bloke, as they say in that UK there. So, this part here is going to get a little tight. I have not entirely worked out how this is going to go. Okay, I don't need that block, but like, I think that this part of this wall here, some part of this wall eventually is load bearing. So, let's hop up in here and see what it is. Okay, yeah, so this is part of this stairwell. So, we can't cut into this too much. But we can cut into it. Oh, no, we can't cut into it at all there. Am I going to collaborate with anybody between Hermitcraft seasons? Well, there's not a lot of time between seasons. We just kind of go. Liza M says, is this your vampire castle? Yeah, I'm working on my model of Tracy and Laura Hickman's Castle Ravenloft from the Dungeons & Dragons I6 supplement. They made it in 1983, and it's considered like one of the best D&D maps ever. So I say it's my castle. It's my model of their castle. It's me trying to learn from them, if that makes any sense. So, let's see. I think that I kind of might want to just start going up kind of like this at this point. And, like, this is super garbage, but, like, this stairwell is so dangerous and terrifyingly... It's just... This is really tight. There's probably a better way to do this using like these types of blocks. Dang it. Let's see, because yeah, we're not gonna get enough elevation if we're not careful here on these switchbacks. Hey, welcome, howdy, or welcome a human being of others. Glad to have you. Also, welcome to Jeffrey Payne and Laura G. And my mom is crazy. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Is Dungeons & Dragons a video game? It's a Dungeons & Dragons is like a storytelling game, and so you can either make up your own stories or you can collectively play through stories other people wrote. This story that I'm building this off of is one of the most famous ones from 1983, and I've got a map of the castle from it, and I'm basically building the castle in the map in this story, and so this is like a 13-month project. I'm trying not to hit the boom mic with this, but like you can see the catacombs there and other stuff. It's really hard not to hit the mic. But anyway, so yeah, like here's like turrets and details on the different levels. So yeah. So that's how I'm kind of doing that. Okay, so yeah, it's a tabletop role-playing game. Also, welcome the Irish Gamer, and welcome DD Christmas. Glad to have you guys today. Okay, so if I put a torch there... See, what I'm almost thinking is... Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't do that. So yeah, I put one like this here, and then that. And then this. And then that. Dang it, no, that's... I actually would want that there. No, I don't. Silly, incredibly tight switchback staircase with weird dimensions. Maybe part of the problem here is that I didn't push for enough of an elevation change at this point here. And I should have, because this is what's actually going to buy me the distance I need to get ahead on all of this. So let's just actually assume that this wall is already basically closed to us because the ceiling's so low there. So then at that point, we can come up here like this. And this is like, if we can just make it up to this next part here, which we can. And once again, this is supposed to be a terrifying vampire castle. So these stairs being uncomfortable for people and kind of creepy is a feature, not necessarily a bug. Oh, dang it, we need that block in place because it blocks something else. Dang it, okay. So, there we go. Let's see. People, let's see. My brain can't word right now. How close is the castle to being playable? I've done a few test games. It's actually remarkably playable. It's really fun, and we've had a good time with it so far. So I think now the big problem is I've been trying to get some of the hermits together to schedule a game collectively, and that has just been difficult from a scheduling perspective. So I don't think we're gonna be able to do an all hermits game that like I might like, but that's just the reality of schedules, you know. It's hard to get, like when we do UHCs, we usually have to set the dates for those like 3 to 6 months in advance to get that many people together. So yeah, I've done a few playthroughs though with my Patreon patrons, and it's been going pretty well. So I'm happy with that at least. Usually those are just kind of like, I don't YouTube those because it would take a long time to edit, and they're not necessarily, like, everybody isn't necessarily, like, a YouTuber. They're just people who I hang out with, and so it's a little bit more informal. So let's go ahead and put that there. Thomas Ward says, my twins turned 3 years old today. Congratulations. Happy birthday to them, and good on you for making it this far. So, we'll just put those there for decoration then. Who is my favorite hermit? All of them are my favorite hermit. Verpitas says, yeah, I asked about the Mobilisa at the con. It looks like that might not be done in time either. Yeah, that's the sort of thing we've been talking about it, and if the season's over too early, then the season's over too early, and maybe we'll finish that in creative mode for later days and other plays. Okay. Is this diorite legitimately supposed to be here? Why is there diorite here? This is a garbage block. What is this space? Is this space... This is just around the corner from there. Okay, so this... So I can actually have this whole thing come into here then. Is there anything down in here? Oh, good. This wall... Oh, that actually is something. But it doesn't need to be. That actually should be covered up. So... Oh, man. Okay. That's like a whole separate problem now. Okay. Whoops. Let's see. What you building there? Asked Slow7. I am building a model of Tracy and Laura Hickman's Castle Ravenloft from Dungeons and Dragons. So, here's what I'm realizing here, is to really do this right, we're going to need to cut into here and have this come up and around. So, that means we need to put a lower floor in. No, my pickaxe! Dang it, okay. That means we need to go get a pickaxe. Pop. Okay, let's go ahead and eat. Real quick. Get a flat duration. Why do I have so much quartz on me? Oh, because I was planning on doing that whole other thing today, which I don't think I'm going to have a chance to do. Okay. So, this is what the castle looks like from the outside. It actually goes way underground, too, and has a ton of catacombs and stuff like that. There's the chapel in the back. Okay. So, let's get some iron to make a new pickaxe. And drop off this diorite to have room for it. Dang it. Okay. Welcome 20 Minecraft owner 20. Yep, I am one of the original. Well, technically I joined 5 weeks in, but most people consider me a original Hermitcraft member at this point. So, yep. What percent of the castle would I say is done? I'd say like 90. It's pretty good. It's just not perfect is the thing. And like welcome Outie Pants. I feel like if I spent more time on it, I could keep making it better, but like at a certain point, like there's just no more time to spend. Okay. Zomzom Play says, I love your building style in Minecraft. Thank you. Dean Baker says, how do you go about organizing collabs? I ask people I know if they want to do something at a certain day or time. And if they say yes, then we do it. And if they don't, then we don't. Hey, welcome to Kajin Gaming. Glad to have you today. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that window's closed, so we need to go in through this one. Okay. If I had 1 week of free time to do whatever, what would you do? I don't know, probably write a bunch of executive orders. Like if I can do whatever I want. Dane Leon writes, part of me wants to load this season's map when the world download is available and turn on fire spread just to see what happens. Yeah, it would be pretty nuts. Lois Seven says, wow, Joe Hills, you have outdone it with yourself with this castle. I think it's... And do you think you're going to get it done before the season's over? I think I'm going to get it where it's playable. I mean, it's already technically playable. Everything's in there, really. But, yeah. So, yep. I don't have 14 days to play anything, Wensylvania's 52. Sorry, man. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do. I think I'm going to switch to recording mode, so face cam off. For those of you guys who have never seen this before, my streams are like behind the scenes of my YouTube channel. So when I turn off the face cam, I'm going to switch kind of into recording mode where I'm going to stop acknowledging everybody who comes in. So if you see somebody who's like, why won't Joe say hi to me? It's because Joe's making a YouTube video now. That's how it is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the face cam off button and the start recording button, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so when we ended the last recording portion, we actually ended that with work on the stairwell. So I need to go ahead and get back upstairs to resume that segment. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I was just taking a break here, enjoying the fire and the painting and stuff. You know, as part of this time skip, you know, I said I was going to finish these stairs. I made some progress on these stairs, but I also ran into some new problems. And I also went on a 3-day trip to Pennsylvania to hang out with Wells Knight, Python, and me, I guess. Oh, also Mrs. Wells Knight. I was like, there were 3 people there, and they're on Hermitcraft. But I don't think Mrs. Wells Knight's technically on Hermitcraft. Anyway, so I had a really good trip, and I figured I would start the recording back up, though, as I worked on this part of the stairs, because I realized it would be way better if I could cut into this part right here. Like, this stairwell right here doesn't need a ceiling that technically goes up that high. I could bring that ceiling down kind of gradually, I figure, and just kind of give it some sort of I feel like giving it the impression of slope would be good. Now, I don't want to have it start lower than this lip because it should have a sense of getting higher once you go through this archway here. And in fact, I'm even kind of curious what it would look like. Oh man, of course I am going to need a torch up here. So let's do that real quick. I was going to say, I'm even kind of curious what it would look like if we just had the ceiling slope up, kind of. It's the opposite of what you would expect. You would expect the ceiling to slope down. But that's still okay because that doesn't cut into the space that I need for the stairwell at all here. And really, that buys me a good amount of extra distance or workable space. So at that point, what I can do is I can come down a little bit lower here and widen this a bit. And then have it come over with a cleaner switchback. So why don't we go ahead and just break these blocks like there's no tomorrow. And then remember that there is indeed a tomorrow and we should go collect the blocks that we dropped. Because it's wasteful to just throw them on the ground and let them despawn. And then we can kind of start heading up this way. But yeah, I just got back from the Too Many Games Expo in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, where I got to, whoops, that's a bad place for those blocks. I got to hang out with some people, got to give a panel, which I got to say, every time I give a panel about anything, it's always kind of like, man, I hope this goes well, because sometimes you walk into a room and you're like, hey, let's talk about Hermitcraft. And then everybody's just like, I don't know what that is. I'm only here because it had Minecraft in the title and I don't like anything that you do. It's like, it's like, oh no, it's a room full of children that only play Pocket Edition and don't want anything to do with me. Which was fortunately not the case today. So that was cool. Or not today, but like this weekend. So yeah, we had a good panel. We had a few dozen people swing by the booth, which is really cool. I got to sign some things, got to take some photos, you know. So if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw like a million of those photos retweeted. But you know, that's just kind of nice little memento for people to take home. It's like, hey, there's that goofy looking Joe Hills guy, but he's next to me and my family. It's insanity. But yeah. Hey, there we go. We have somehow managed to make this thing work. Do I actually need this part to be this low? I don't think I do, because this is also technically like a space that doesn't exist. So we can actually bring, so like this space inside between the walls here, we can just bring that up and not have to worry about it. Boom. Check that out, guys. That's the Joe Hills difference. Now, this is part of the actual floor, I'm realizing. So, maybe we'll put some stone brick stairs there. Just for appearance's sake. But yeah. Okay. See, now, keep in mind again, like, this is a back stairwell that's intended to be used by the servants of the Dark Vampire Lord Strahd. And, you know, in certain cases, he might use it himself, you know, just to get around, to mess with people behind the scenes. But, like, this does not have to look good. Guests are not intended to be using this. And in fact, if they are using this, they're probably there to kill the Dark Lord Strahd, in which case he would want them to be like, what's going on with the stairwell? It keeps starting and stopping with the pillar in the middle. Like, is this structurally sound? I can't tell, you know? So, I feel like this does a good job of communicating what we want to communicate there, which is, fear? Yeah, let's go with fear. Excellent. So yeah, we're back here in the nice, warm, convenient study. But if we do take that staircase all the way down, there is another room that I was hoping to get started on a little bit today. And that is the tomb of Strahd's murdered brother, Sergei. And Sergei's tomb is described in detail in the book. So I think I'm going to head down there and read that section to you real quick, just to give you a sense of what we're trying to accomplish. Time skip. I'm not going to go all the way down these stairs on camera, guys. Especially because getting to Sergei's tomb, this is where I'm going to cut some stuff out. Who's the guy who could conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Wheels. Okay, there we go. So let me pull out the book real quick. You are in a time skip, a human being of Earth. Welcome, Joanna Tries. Are you still there? And thank you for the follow, the Masonics. I'm in the middle of a recording segment. I'm just flipping through the book, so I'm acknowledging the chat briefly while I find the page I need in the book. Okay. 85. Sergei's tomb. Okay. Welcome to Sergei's tomb. You know, the first line here, a portcullis is closed in the archway into this tomb. That makes me think that this should be more of an archway. Like, you know, maybe we take some of the stone here and, you know, for a lot of cases around the castle, we've used polished diorite for, or not diorite, polished andesite for archways. But you know what? Maybe just kind of giving this a little bit more of a rounded feel here would kind of add to this. And there we go. That's a good start. Now we have an archway at least. Now I think it's supposed to have quartz stairs. Let's see here. Let me read from the boxed text. White marble steps descend to a tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. A stillness, a calm amid the storm is felt here. In the center of the tomb, a white marble slab supports an intricately inlaid coffin. Okay, so we're going to probably want more block quartz for that. Just guessing. Chiseled in the slab is a name, Sergei von Zarovich. To the north, behind the coffin, are 3 alcoves, which we started on those. A beautifully carved statue stands in each alcove. A stunning young man, flanked by 2 angels, looking polished and new as the day each was placed there. An iron lever protrudes from the south wall, west of the tomb's entrance. So south wall is this side, sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So we can take a lever real quick and just slap that. Whoa, or an ender pearl, because, you know, why not? Why not an ender pearl? You know, if you're going to throw something on a wall, why not something that teleports you with or without your agreement? So let's go ahead and actually have these stairs kind of come in like this. Let's see. And then we can kind of come around like so. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That feels a little bit more impressive. Now, in the center of the tomb, we want that white quartz slab with the coffin on it. So to get the coffin actually up there with the directionality we intend, we might need to put some dirt here temporarily and then just kind of go boom, boom. Now that doesn't exactly say intricately inlaid coffin, but it's better than nothing. And then on the front, we can just go ahead and affix this sign here. Sergei von Zarovich. Done. Okay. So is this space better than it was before? Arguably, yes. Is this space covered with iron bars that prevent you from entering? Arguably, no. Are there statues in each alcove? Have I even dug out some of these alcoves? Questionable. These are questionable concepts as well. Let's maybe explore that further. Because part of me thinks that I should put armor stands in the alcoves. Right? That would be a good way to mark that there was like a statue there. Also, 30 feet overhead would be about 9 blocks high, which I think I'm nowhere near on the vaulted ceiling in here. So that's like its own whole thing. But yeah, this pickaxe is not exactly doing spectacularly well, which is also notably regrettable. Lamentable even. I mean, I'm lamenting it, but okay, that's fine. Sometimes you get the double lament gum. I don't know. there's a joke there somewhere. I'll leave it to you as an exercise, viewers. Feel free to write a good lament joke about double mint gum. Because linking things to sadness is a clear sign that this is not a paid advertisement. It's not. Those people don't give me anything. Except a good song. And I do appreciate a good song, so thank you to whoever wrote that. See, this is the magic of the internet, is I could find out who wrote the Double Mint Gum song, but I can't because I'm busy making things for the internet. I'm too busy being on the internet to do the things that the internet is good at. That's what's called focus, and it's important to have that in your life. You might say, Joe, is this a video where you talk about focus? And I say, it wasn't intended to be. But then again, I wasn't supposed to show up without then a gun. I feel like I've massively mispronounced that. I don't know, man. Being around all these people with different accents and stuff this weekend in Pennsylvania might have messed up my voice. Now, because, like, I think my British accent has actually gotten a little bit better hanging around Python so much. But you know what? I'm going to save that for another day. I'm not going to bore you with my British accent attempts today. But tomorrow, or tomorrow, or tomorrow, perhaps. Okay. So, man, I really dug out a lot of the sides of this. Let me look at my map. Okay. Yeah, this is just supposed to be a really big room. Like, so we might as well just keep mining it out, I guess, to give that sense of scale and grandeur that it's supposed to inspire. I don't think it really says, like, I think it's just supposed to be carved into the stone, so I feel like 3, 4, and then having it meet there kind of works well. The ceiling doesn't really feel vaulted in the traditional sense, but I think it's, you know, not that I want to be the guy doing the passable amount of effort, but I feel like this is passable, but it's not, that's not good enough. I don't know. So, dang it, I don't want cobblestone, I want smooth stone. There we go. Okay. So how is it that this one meets up with that one and that one doesn't, is the next question. Like, somehow these join better. It is taller, that's what it is. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. But I do know what's going on. Okay, there we go. So, boom. This is a more passable version of something that should be even better than this. So, here's what I'm thinking we do. Let's go get some iron to make iron bars. And I was thinking of using armor stands for the statues, but in some ways it's just better if they're blocks of quartz, because it makes them, I think, feel more frightening or more substantial. Because here's the thing, too, is players know if I put in an armor stand, I'm probably not going to actually have that armor stand walk around and attack people during the game. But I will move 2 blocks. That is not a problem for me. So, yeah, like, so for example, in one of our test games, these sets of 2 blocks represent different brigands who were, or whatever. Were these brigands or were these whites? I'd have to... Anyway, yeah, so, like, from one of the test games, you can see that I had set up, like, different markers to indicate where players were and things like that. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, so these were the whites. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, right. I was just gonna pop right upstairs and get the iron. Wow, that's not a good British accent. I was deluding myself this whole time. I'm not gotten better at British accents. Dang it. Anyway, time skip. Observer blockheads and banners for wings. That's right, it's Entity Minnesota for angel statues. That's an interesting idea, actually. I might just do the banners for wings, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to everybody here who joined while I was in the middle of... I'm out of food, too. Dang it, that's going to be a whole thing. But I can still fly, at least. Okay. So, Let's just grab a little bit of food. And drop off some stone real quick, dude. Let's just get rid of some blocks. So we can get our food restocked. Da 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 da, yum yum. Of course, I don't have any extra white banners. White banners would be really good for the statues. I don't even know if I have white wool lying around. That's actually a concern. I guess I could get more white wool with these shears. If I have any white sheep left. So I'm also going to bring some bone meal. This is rapidly spiraling out of control. Oh, and I need to get food. Dang it. Are any of you food? I don't want to just eat golden apples. Although I've made it this whole season without, like, running out of them. Let's just eat some rhubarbs or whatever. And ditch these. I was really hoping I had it. Okay, I have one potato. That seems like too small a number of potatoes to eat, though. Oh, Christy Southwick writes that my brother is in much better condition now. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I know he was in a truck accident a couple days ago or last week, so yeah. Sorry, I'm doing a time skip right now, but I wasn't really reading the chat, so that is good. I'm glad to hear that. Also, welcome, LEYSS. Okay. And hello to everybody else who has come in since. Okay, boom, 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 ba-doom. We're gonna go find some sheep, and then we'll get creepered or zombied. Because it's too late, dang it. We're just grassing up everything. Okay. There we go. Boom. How many do I need? 6 for each banner? Or is it 3? Okay, I got 10. It seems like too few still. Okay, there's one more. Let's go ahead and fly down through here. Actually, we need to go down a level. We can turn night into day. Oh, man. Okay, so. Hey, welcome to a Puffball. We're in the middle of a time skip right now while I re-equip. Let's dump some of this dirt. And I need some sticks, I guess, to make the rest of these banners. Don't I? Okay. How is my pickaxe doing? Let's swap out my pickaxe with this other one. Just real quick. So wait, I saw that there were squid heads. So we're gonna take the squid heads from there. Get rid of this granite. Okay, so that leaves me a little bit more to do. Okay, so squid heads do look sad. They're going to be perfect for the angels. Bradley Macker says, Joe, are you a Nintendo person? I do not work for Nintendo. I guess I'm gonna need 4 of these, though, is the problem, won't I? To make the 4 banners of the, if I'm gonna have wings on either side. Yeah, okay. So I'm still short 2. So let's go back and, get some more sheep. Also, while we're here, let's put this lever in with the redstone. And then, do I have any iron bars? Let's grab those real quick. There we go, iron bars. Hey, thank you for the host, Maverick. Glad to have you today. Christy says, I love the castle. You've inspired me to try and make my builds better. I'm glad. Tobias says, it's a company, no? I think Nintendo is a company, but I don't actually have time to look up everything. You can Google a lot of stuff, guys. Like if you have questions about whether or not Nintendo is a company or if it's just a middle school, like, afternoon activity, I don't have the records in front of me, but I suspect you could find those publicly online. Hey, welcome Joanna Tries, welcome Aztec Consultant joining us in the Twitch chat. We are streaming today to Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch, so folks from all over the world can participate, regardless of regional limitations on any one service. Okay. Okay, let's see. Entity says bunny heads would be better for the angels in the Mixer chat. But you know what? I don't have time to go find a bunch of bunnies. We're just going to use the squids. That's just going to be how it is. See what it is, yeah. That's how it is. Let's see. Speaking of which, I can just kind of fall down here if I'm careful. It's... Oh, dang it, I actually needed that. Okay. So, more white wool to make white banners. Yeah, we can dump some of the extra diorite and stuff in here just so we don't run out. Cleo has a bunch of bunnies, but I had to breed up replacements. Yeah, that's more than I want to do. Also, welcome another JT. So let's go ahead and... do we need to eat another rhubarb real quick? Hey, Aztec Consultant, thank you for the follow. For those of you who also are interested in watching me on Mixer, I'm at mixer.com/Joe, which is the best name you can get on Mixer. So, yeah, good for me, right? Anyway, welcome back, folks. Well, having successfully skipped through time like I was at the end of my rope, but holding both hands and singing a tune to the beat as I stepped with foot after feet, and we have defeated our limited inventory when it comes to ferrous objects like these, 4 real bars. Dang it. I don't know. There's a Ferris wheel joke in there somewhere. Also, I know I said I wasn't going to make these statues actually look like impressive statues, but then I was like, nope. Boom. That's a really strong-looking man statue now. Boom. Okay. And then what about the angels, you might say? Well, the angels are going to have wings, and they're going to have ferocious... Dang it. I was going to say ferocious gazes, but boom. Now, you might say, Joe, why don't you put bunny heads on the angels? Because bunny heads don't have eyes that look in different directions. And if there's one thing angels are good at doing, it's looking out for people in all sorts of different directions. So, boom. Now we got some real angel sculpture wings. We got a real statue of a guy. And we have a portcullis. Boom. That is a successful build right there. I am maybe not thrilled with the wall materials, but like that's kind of a recurring theme throughout a lot of this. Like I want to come through, and if I have time, ideally every piece of dirt in the wall in this entire tomb I want to replace with stone. But, as a Minecraft shorthand, though, having the patches of granite and diorite mixed in there shows that this is rough-hewn rock. So even though the traditional Castle Ravenloft pillar stone would be fairly consistent, it wouldn't have all these variations and striations in the stone. Like, it says... See, if you have all the same kind of stone in Minecraft, it looks like it was made by hand rather than carved into something. Whereas this looks like it was carved into something. These columns are carved out of the naturally occurring stone. And it might not be as aesthetically pleasing, but it visually resonates in a certain way that I don't want to diminish. Now, inside the tomb, I don't know, I feel a little different about that, but I think on the whole, you know, this does what it needs to do from a gameplay standpoint, and I'm pretty happy with it. One thing I'm not entirely happy with, I need to do a better job of collecting my thoughts about all the cool stuff that happened this weekend, so I'm going to try to actually do a better job of talking about too many games in my next episode when I continue working on all these last-minute details of the castle. But there's just so much good stuff that happened, but I didn't write it all down, and I need to take an hour and just think about it and reflect on the weekend and give the weekend its honest due. And so anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out for this episode. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Angels. Alrighty, so that is the end of the recording. Stream, don't worry. Hi, stream, I'm still here. But I have to record the end of the episode or it won't happen. Let's see, it is almost 10 here. So I think I am going to head out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for jumping in and joining the chat today. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Until next time, stream, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.
Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Oh, send me away via subspace. Tap me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you.
Romping, stomping, watch your noggin, here comes the Joe Hills. Jumping, lunging, your bones be crunching, here comes the Joe Hills.